An elderly prospector came to the valley in search of gold. He dug out sand and soil from the riverbank, then repeatedly rinsed it with river water. To his surprise, he washed out a few tiny grains of gold dust. He dug a row of small pits along the river, compared the amount of gold from each pit, determined the approximate direction of the gold vein, and marked both sides. After a busy day, he ate and rested on the spot. The next morning, breakfast was hearty. After eating, he began to work, following the location confirmed the day before. He started digging from both sides toward the center, continuing to narrow down the area, washing the soil again and again. The gold-rich zone kept getting smaller. He finally stopped, looked at the extension of the marks on both sides, and determined the gold was right beneath his feet. He swung his tools once more, digging for most of the day. This time the pit was wide and deep. Finally, he picked up a gold nugget the size of a peanut. Happily, he dropped it into his bag. Seeing the results, the old man worked with even greater drive. Large gold chunks began to appear. He also dug up a larger piece of ore, nervously tapped it with a hammer. Inside was embedded with gold. Overjoyed, he continued digging with his hands. A vein of gold appeared before his eyes. The old man gazed excitedly at the gold before him, grinning widely. But seconds later, his smile vanished. He noticed a faint figure moving. Behind him stood a robber with a gun. The old man glanced at the hammer beside his hand. He shook his head in despair. The killer behind him pulled the trigger. The old man fell, shot. Blood slowly stained his clothes. The killer waited 2 minutes, then jumped into the pit with his gun, but did not expect the old man was still alive. Using all his strength, he pinned the killer firmly to the ground, grabbed a handful of dirt and threw it in his face. Seizing the chance, he snatched the gun. The killer raised his hands in fear. Without hesitation, the old man pulled the trigger.